But today's free workshop is to help you get crystal clear on what you can sell as a freelancer, right? Even if you don't have a social media following, it's just your friends, you don't have like a huge influencer following, you don't need that to be a freelancer. So I want to teach you guys exactly what you can sell so that by the end of the workshop, you're like, okay, I think I can sell this, this, and this, and let's take action to start posting that and start making money this week. Okay. All right, so let's get these slides going and jump right into the lesson today. You know, if you're here, you're most likely someone who doesn't like working for someone else, doesn't like having a boss. Maybe you just feels like really trapped in either one career or maybe a career that you chose back when you were a teenager and you don't love it anymore. Maybe you're working a job that just doesn't give you much time off or let you choose what hours you work. Or maybe you just feel like very overwhelmed with debt and finances right now. And, the price of everything rising, gas and food, and it's just overwhelming. So perhaps you're here because you want to make that extra income and have a little bit more freedom with the work that you do, right? Also, there's a few reasons why you may be feeling stuck, like you can't move forward with making more money or finding that freedom that you want. It could be because you're just not taking action to make that dream come true. Maybe you're just not working a job that's lighting you up. You're just not in the right career field. Maybe you feel like you have to stay in that career forever, or maybe you're just afraid. A lot of things hold us back that are just fears. It's like that fear mindset that holds us back from moving forward. So whatever it is that you feel stuck by, I want you to know that most likely those are things you can overcome. You're not stuck because those are mindsets that can easily be shifted and changed, right? You can overcome those beliefs. You can overcome those fears. Maybe it's imposter syndrome. Maybe it's perfectionism, which I struggle with. Whatever it is, these are things that you can overcome and move forward with to pursue a job that does light you up and bring you the freedom that you want. So these are things that don't have to keep you stuck forever, is the point. You can move forward and find more happiness and freedom with your work. I wanted to share this because one of my clients, Teresa, she started working with me to build her Fiverr freelancing. And within 2 orders, she already made over $500 just from 2 orders. She's a dietitian student and she started selling, like making recipes, making recipe videos, making recipe ebooks and such. And I want to share this just at the very beginning now so that you guys can get a little bit inspired to know that it's not just me that's doing well in freelancing. It's not just like the people that have thousands of followers. It's people that have passion and skill and they put their mind to it and they don't give up until they make it come to fruition, until they bring their dream like to life, so it comes true. So this is just one example of a client I helped. And I hope that those of you here live and watching on the replay later can know that really anyone can be a freelancer. It's not just for a select few, okay? I also want you to know that if you are any of these things, then today's workshop is probably not for you. If you feel like you don't have any financial problems, you're completely happy with your job, you love working corporate, you love 9 to 5 or certain hours, you want to work till you're 65, you don't care to retire earlier, save up extra money, you don't care to pay off loans quicker, or you don't want to listen to me share about the Freelancer Academy later, then this workshop is not for you, okay? But hopefully that doesn't apply to any of you guys and you're feeling like you're in the right place today to learn and be inspired. If you're ready to like make those mindset shifts and be like, you know what, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm just going to try. I'm just going to take messy action, even if it's not perfect right now. And I'm just going to try this out and see if it makes me extra money. So if you are ready to be like, all right, I'm ready to be courageous and fearless and step into this and try out this side hustle thing and really try and bring your dreams to life, then you're in the right place today. Hi, welcome, Bina. So this is getting right into the lessons, you guys. I know a lot of other people do workshops and they do a whole intro and biography and story. And it's like, all right, it's half hour in, you didn't even teach us anything. We're getting right to the lesson. So here are the 3 lessons today for you guys to become freelancers. Lesson 1, I'm going to teach you about freelancing. Lesson 2, we're going to brainstorm lots of ideas of what you could sell as a freelancer. And by lesson 3, we're already going to take action today together so that you have a clear game plan of where to go after this call. So you can start making money literally this week if you want to. Okay. Excited? Excited? You guys, let me look up in the chat. Type in the chats. Are you excited? What are you most excited to learn about freelancing? I'd love to hear from you guys up in those chats there. All right. Okay. So let's see. Please move to the next slide. There we go. I got this new computer monitor, so I'm still getting used to it. So bear with me. Okay, so the first lesson today about freelancing. I have to clarify this first because some people look at me and they're like, oh, freelancing. Wait, what is that? It's like, we've heard of this term, but some people don't really know fully what it is. So freelancing is when you work for many companies at once. So instead of just working for this one corporate company, maybe you're working for 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 4 at a time, or sometimes I have 8 to 10 orders at the same time. And they're often smaller companies, not typically huge corporates. I mean, I have worked for Marriott once, but most of the time they're these smaller companies, and you get to work for many at once. You're taking on these smaller projects, smaller tasks at once. That's what freelancing is. And you're able to do it online, so you can work from anywhere. And you're able to do it on your own time. You don't have to work certain hours. It's just like, here's the project, they paid for it, you need to complete the order and deliver it by a certain due date that you guys agreed upon, right? So you get to decide when you work on it and how far out you want to deliver it. So because of that, freelancing gives you a lot of freedom with your life. It gives you that freedom with location, time, and your finances, because you can have this extra income doing something just on the side online, right? So now that everyone's like on the same page, I want you to know that there are many websites that you can freelance on. You can freelance on a website like Fiverr. Fiverr.com is my #1 favorite. Love it. It's like always going to be my ride or die because it's the most popular. Most people make the most money on Fiverr. It's the easiest to use. The list goes on. Okay. But there are also a lot of other websites you could freelance on. Upwork is another popular one you may have heard of. It's a little bit tougher because you have to apply to positions on those. And then there's also like freelancer.com, guru.com, and peopleperhour.com. There's like 15 to 20 different freelancing websites that I know of, you guys. So I want you to know that you have a lot of places that you could list your freelance services in the future. But what I recommend is that you start on one, get your feet wet, get some sales, get some experience with freelancing, and then start to create those listings on a second website and start working on 2 at the same time, and maybe eventually 3 at the same time. I think it's a good idea to not just put all of your eggs in one basket, because if one of those websites gets shut down or stops working or cancels your account because you didn't follow a rule, at least you have some others going too. That's never happened to me, but I think it's good to just be prepared. So start with one, and the one that I recommend and the one that I teach is Fiverr. And the reasons I like to teach Fiverr is #1, there's no monthly payment. It's free to join Fiverr. It's free to list your services on Fiverr. The only thing you do is you give them 20% of everything you make. So if I sell an order for $100, I get $80 and they get $20. That's kind of the give and take of listing your services for free. So Fiverr is free, but you get them 20%. It is also the most popular website out there, so you're most likely going to find the most success and get the most sales on there. It's, like I said, very low risk, easy to sign up, free to sign up, takes like an hour to create your account and your profile. And then after that, it'll take like an hour to set up like 1 or 2 gigs that you want to sell. And you can sell even more gigs than that, but that's just a good start, It's also really nice on Fiverr because the clients come to you. So instead of you having to get on every day and search, okay, who needs help with writing a blog about dental hygiene, and taking like an hour of your time trying to find jobs to submit a proposal to, like on Upwork and some other sites. Fiverr's not like that. The buyers come to you. The buyers do the searching. They're the ones hopping on saying, I need to find a blog writer for dental hygiene. They're then choosing people to message and reach out to. So we as the freelancers, it's much easier on Fiverr because people come to us. I wake up every day to like 15 to 20 messages of people saying, "Hey, Stephanie, I'm interested in your services. Can we talk more?" And then we interact and I give them a quote and we move forward, right? So it's really nice that Fiverr does it that way because the power, I feel like the power is in our hands as the freelancers, and it's much easier for us because work just kind of sort of comes to us. So which that makes it even more important for us to really list our services and our gigs in a very clear, professional, and magnetizing way to really attract those buyers to our gigs, because that's what's selling our services is the gigs. That's what they see first. And then they message us and we can impress them more in the messages. So I really love Fiverr for so many reasons. Another is because their app is incredible. So whenever I am like gone traveling, I pull out my phone, I get on the Fiverr app a couple times a day, and I can do work from my phone anywhere in the world, as long as I have cell service or Wi-Fi, you know? So that makes it really, really nice, gives you a lot of freedom because you can work from your phone, managing your Fiverr, replying to messages, managing orders and such. Okay. But I will move on. I can talk about Fiverr all day, but that's the reason that I want to teach you guys Fiverr. Now, just a little bit of background on how my freelancing journey was. Just so you know, I graduated PT school in 2012, and then I worked as a PT for 6 or 7 years. And then by 2017, I was like, I went to a work meeting and they were going to start making us work on Saturdays. They were going to start not giving us raises anymore. And I was like, whew. And I told my husband, Zach, I'm like, I don't think I want to do this forever. I can't see myself working Saturdays. Like, I don't want to do that. And if they already limit me to only 3 weeks of vacation a year, this isn't for me. So 2017, I put up my first listing for fitness videos. And then a year later is when I was able to quit PT, because I started bringing in that side hustle money from freelancing. So by 2018, I made $10,000 my first year freelancing, and I truly had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. But I share that because I think that even someone who doesn't know what they're doing and just puts some gigs up and like crosses their fingers can make good money freelancing. I mean, I'm proof of it because I made 10,000 in a year having no clue. Like, I had no clue what I was doing. But after that, I started to grow and grow and grow. I think I made 20K, then I made 32K, then I made, I think, 42K a year. And this is purely just from the side hustle. This is not even my full-time job, right? So this is just from working 10, 15 hours a week, making good side income. So I feel like, getting online as a freelancer, it's risk-free, it's free to start, and it's pretty freaking easy, to be honest. The thing is, you got to put in that hard work up front to really attract those buyers. So ultimately, I've made 6 figures now just from like this 10 hours a week side hustle. And ultimately, it's really something that I feel like everyone here can do. Everyone watching on the replay later can do. Okay. So let's get into how to do this. All right. You have to first accept that the freelancing business is yours and you are in charge of everything. You're no longer working for a corporate where someone markets for you and someone manages finances and someone manages communication. You are all of those roles as a freelancer, owning your own freelance business. So it's time for you to be like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I have to accept that I am now in control of managing everything. I've got to communicate well with these clients. I've got to do the copywriting on my gigs to make sure it really attracts people to click on them. Like, you are everything. So it's very important that if you decide to become a freelancer, you're willing to accept that and you're willing to put in the work. You've got to be someone who doesn't just sit around and watch TV for 5 hours a night. You've got to be someone who actually loves to get work done at home and can sit down and get things done without having a boss over their shoulder, right? Okay. So I know that you guys are probably ready to put in the work, Michelle and Nina, because you're here, right? So I have a little affirmation just to read before we get into this step 2, which is brainstorming what you can sell. And it is, today, I commit to finding financial freedom. Money comes easily to me. Abundance is coming and I accept it. If you guys accept that, type it up in the chats, yes, or agreed, or whatever, I accept. I feel like when it comes to finances and money, you have to really be open and willing to accept, or else the universe or whatever powers you believe in aren't going to send those things your way when you're completely blocking them off, right? Yes, Michelle, yes. You have to be open to accept them and believe in yourself, believe that you're capable of making the money. Otherwise, if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe that you can make money online as a freelancer, there's no point in pursuing this. You've got to believe in yourself. Okay, so we're going to move into the brainstorming. This is where I feel like it's very likely I'm going to talk really fast and just shoot so many ideas out. I actually should probably take a sip of water real quick. This is going to be a jam-packed section. So if you want to take notes, great. Otherwise, I'm recording this. You can watch it again later. I'm going to just spit out tons of ideas of what you could sell. Anything that stands out to you and you feel like a little buzz inside or excited inside about, maybe jot it down, start making a little list, because by the end of today's session, I want you to have like a clear list of a couple things you can sell. Okay, so you guys ready? Here we go. Here are lots of things that you can sell as a freelancer. All of these lists I'm going to give you, you can niche down in a more specific way. A niche is when you're specialized in a specific segment. And it's nice to niche down because it really sets yourself apart as an expert in a certain area. And it also helps streamline the intake process for freelancing. So if someone orders from me, I send all of them the same questions. But it's nice because I can send everyone the same questions because it's all something related to fitness. Does that make sense? Whereas if I just had a general listing up selling videos, I can't just send all the same questions to everyone, because some people might be ordering fitness videos, some might be ordering product videos, some might be ordering technology videos. Like, it's very different. So if you have a very niche specialized field, it's easier on you, and it also helps you get on more searches and get more orders because you're putting yourself as like the expert in that field. So everything I'm going to share here, you can niche down. Here's an example of why you want to niche down. On the left, you can see that when people go on to Fiverr, we call them buyers. These are the companies that need help. They're going on to Fiverr and they're searching, I need help writing articles and blog posts. They're going to get over 60,000 options of people to hire. Like, that's insane. There's no way they're going to scroll through and look at all those, right? But if you're niche down into something like on the right, writing articles and blog posts for health and fitness, a specific, more specific niche, for that one, there's only 22,000. That's still a lot, right? That's still kind of a little general. Health and fitness, like, that's pretty general too. If you were to niche down even more into like physical therapy, now that's where the money's at, right? Because not as many people are in these niches. So it's really important that all the ideas I share with you guys today, you also try and niche it down some way, because it's going to allow you to show up on searches when people are searching for something very specific. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, here are the 8 categories of things that you can sell on Fiverr. These are the very general 8 categories. We're going to go all over all of these now, okay? If you guys hear noises, my dog's right here. He's like sniffing and smelling the bed. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, first category, you could sell something related to graphics and design. Whether you have any education and experience in it, or whether you have none and you're just self-taught, it doesn't matter. Because as a freelancer, you can be honest and you can share that you're self-taught. People don't care. They just want to see examples of what you can make. And if that wows them, impresses them, they don't care if you got a degree in design or not, okay? If they cared about that, they'd be going to hire a big corporate company and paying thousands and thousands of dollars. But they don't. They want something that's more authentic from a smaller freelancer that's probably just equal, if not better service, but it's from a smaller freelancer who, you know, is often more self-taught, not necessarily went to college for this thing, okay? So when it comes to graphics and design, even if you didn't go to school to be a graphic designer, you can still sell these services if you have any experience with them, any passion for them, or you want to take the time to learn them. Let's say, for example, you like making logos. My sister makes logos for restaurants in Florida. And so she could go on in Fiverr and say, I will create restaurant logos, right? That's a niche down part of making logos. She didn't go to school for that, but she's an artist. She's very creative, and she can hop onto something as easy as Canva and make people logos and sell that online, right? You can make cards and stationery that are custom for people's weddings or events. You can create a website, an app. You can create content for someone's social media. Lots of businesses are hiring people for social media creation, making photos, videos, reels, all those things. So all of these things, if any of them interest you, jot it down and then somehow niche it down to a specific niche that you're passionate about or enjoy, okay? Let me give you some examples. For example, this person, like I just went on Fiverr and screenshotted these. These are live listings that are up. This person makes t-shirt designs for gyms. Okay, love it. They go on, they make this print, and then they get it printed on the shirts, different sizes, different colors. Or you can just deliver just the graphic itself, and they specialize in doing it for gyms and fitness people. Very niche, and that's why they're selling, because they niche down like that. Another example on the right, someone's making creative, just the logos themselves for fitness people. Okay, so the three of you here, Bianca, Michelle, Vina, any of you interested in anything like graphic design, anything from this list like stand out to you? Type it in the chats. What stands out to you? And if something interests you, but you're like, well, I don't think I know how to do it fully. Guess what? You can hop on YouTube and you can learn how to do it. You can teach yourself. A lot of these things are very quick and easy to learn, especially with canva.com these days, Canva. I mean, that's what I use to make graphics, and it's so fun and easy. You don't have to have anything technical, okay? So if any of that interests you, jot it down. Let's move into the second category. Hopefully you're getting some good ideas. This category is digital marketing. You could sell any sort of marketing. If you are good at managing like advertising, say it's on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you can help people advertise on those things. You can also help people with marketing through email, like going on and creating the email in like MailChimp or ActiveCampaigns, those sort of things. You can also help people with marketing their books, their podcasts, marketing to their community, whatever it is, creating that content or actually creating the marketing material and ads. If you have any education, any experience in this sort of stuff, you can sell it, and you can sell it in a very specialized niche as well, okay? Examples. This person I just screenshotted founded, they write emails for fitness brands. Hello, I would hire them because every Monday I used to send out fitness emails to my subscribers, right? So if I don't have time to do that anymore, I would hire someone to write these weekly emails, just casual, friendly emails that go out teaching a fitness lesson, right? Or this example on the right, making social media marketing for health and fitness. So find one, pick one, and then niche it down into one or two different niches, right? Just ideas. All right, moving to category 3 out of 8 total. This is a popular one, okay? Writing and translation. If you have any education, experience, or passion for writing, this is one of the most popular services sold on freelancing websites. You can write for all of these things. You guys, you can write even if you didn't go to school and get an English degree, a bachelor's in English, like you can still write. I sell blog writing specifically for physical therapy and fitness related topics. You could sell email writing for dental hygiene topics. You could sell proofreading of someone's ebook, or you could write an ebook. You can sell writing the copywriting for people's sales pages to sell their products or services. Like all of these things, people need help writing. Companies need help writing. They don't have the time or maybe the passion to write about their topics, services, or products. So they will hire you to do it. So if you have any sort of interest in any of these, choose a couple of them. Create one gig for writing blogs, create one for writing emails, create one for translating. Put those listings up and niche them all down in some way. These are really, really profitable areas to sell as well. So if it interests you, go for it because you can make a ton of money doing any sort of writing on Fiverr. Here are some examples, just niching down just to fitness once again, since that's kind of like my niche. I just use that example. But this guy, he writes health and fitness blogs. This one does ghostwriting for health and fitness articles. Okay. So niche it down in some way. Ghostwriting is just like when you're like, all right, I will write it for you, and then you can put your name on it. So you're basically not putting your own name attached to the article, which is what a lot of people want from freelancers too. Okay. So I'm going to take a sip of water. You guys type in the chat, how are we feeling? And what's like one idea so far that you've heard that you might be interested in? You guys feeling anything yet? I know there's a lot of examples, but hopefully you're getting some ideas. Okay. We're going to move into the next one. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to share with you one example of a writing order I did. So I told you I write about like physical therapy sort of topics, and this client wanted me to write about diastasis recti. So I wrote a blog post about 1 page long. Took me 20 minutes to write this. I charged them $100, and so I get to keep 80%. Fiverr took 20%. So I ultimately made $80. So that means it's an hourly rate of $240. Like that's amazing. That's way more than I made as a physical therapist, right? So I can work less time and make more money. It's pretty crazy. So that was just one example of something that I wrote. But let's go ahead and move on to the next category. This is my favorite category because this is the one that I personally enjoy the most and have made the most money from. If any of you are interested in creating videos, photos, or animation, you and I should talk more because this is the one that I know the most about. But in this category, this is for anyone who's interested in selling photography, video, editing of photographies of photos or videos, creating logos that are animated or like GIFs, Jiffies, whatever. I've always been confused how to say that word, GIFs. You can make video advertisements, unboxing videos. We call them UGC, user generated content. That one. So all of these are going to be super high in demand. Okay. So Michelle, love taking pictures of the sunset. Michelle, you've got to list some photography then. Even if you haven't been someone who's published in magazines for your photos, even if you don't work full-time as a photographer, you can sell photography because guess what? I do too. And I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I set up my camera, I set it up, click 10 seconds, boom, and I take photos of myself doing exercises or whatever, you know? So you don't have to necessarily feel like an expert in photography to take photos that you sell. The reason is a lot of people, a lot of companies, they really, really, really want authentic content these days, right? Instead of paying thousands and thousands of dollars for a very high-tech, like professional commercial video. No, they're turning to us users for user-generated content, for authentic content, for realistic content from people that would actually buy the services and products. That's why like so many companies are paying influencers to post on their social media because people buy when they relate and it feels like authentic. When the ad doesn't feel like an ad, it feels like a real user saying, oh my God, I love this. You have to try it, right? So this category 4 on video, if you have any interest at all, I highly recommend pursuing it because it is growing, growing, growing. Instagram is no longer just a photo platform. It's a video platform now, you guys. So all these companies are coming on to Fiverr.com on freelancing websites, and they want to hire people who can make authentic user photos and videos. So if you want to sell taking photos that are going for people to use on their websites, on their blogs, on their social media, and it's just for them and it's not like stock images, it's taken just for them with a specific purpose, you can do that. Okay, so all of these ideas you can then also niche down, right? So taking Michelle's example of like nature, being out in nature, wildlife, all of those things. You could sell photography of wildlife or outdoor photography, right? One of my friends has some young kids. Oh my gosh, how amazing would it be to get to work with your kids and people send you their products, their kids' toys, their kids' clothes, and you do these unboxing videos of user-generated content, video, filming them, unboxing them, and playing with them and giving their honest review. You can be in them too with the kids, or you don't have to. It's like, it's whatever you want. You're the freelancer, so you get to decide how you do things and what you sell. So video, photos, and user-generated stuff is super, super popular right now. Here's just some examples of how I've niched it down and done well with them. One example on the left, this is one of the first things, this is the first gig I ever put up, I think, is selling fitness videos. People pay me to make videos teaching how to do an exercise correctly or how to use workout bands that they sent me. I mean, people send me stuff all the time. I have a treadmill I got for free. I had a pull-up bar for free, a stationary bike for free, TRX for free. I get stuff, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff sent to me on a daily basis. And they say, Steph, make a video teaching exercise with it. And then I get to keep the product after. So I'm getting paid and then I have this free product. So highly recommend do the videos and niche it down in some way. Another thing you can do is doing photography. So my example on the right, I sell just photos. So I would take photos with the product or in the workout outfit or whatever people send me. Here's an example of an order I did. They wanted a 5-minute video with their TRX straps. It took me an hour. I ultimately made $220 for 1 hour of work. Pretty great. I was happy with that, right? Another example, this one, they wanted 20-minute exercise video, and they wanted like this timer countdown in the entire video. So it took me a while to like edit that in. I didn't know how to do it. I had to YouTube, how do I add a countdown to my video? Once again, self-taught, and that's okay. I got it done. And ultimately I made $920 for 3 hours of work. And they tipped me on top of that. I didn't mention that, you guys. As freelancers, when an order is complete, it asks if they want to leave you a tip. And if you do really well, often they'll tip you. So it's like bonus. So ultimately, just some examples. 2 or 3 weeks ago, someone ordered 9 videos from me for $600 something. And I challenged myself to get it done in 1 hour. So I made over $500 for 1 hour of work creating fitness videos. So you get to decide how much you charge for your services. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys are feeling good, getting more interested, more ideas. Bianca, graphic design seems fun. Yes. Bianca, have you ever used Canva? You should definitely check it out. A lot of times you can go into Canva and search the templates and already get a built out template of a graphic that's like pretty darn ready to be done. And then you just kind of change out the text, change the font, maybe change the colors, maybe add in a custom picture, like change it up a bit. But the templates they have are pretty amazing, and they have templates for everything on there, you know, social media content, logos, websites, my slides I'm using right here. I mean, on Canva, everything. Okay. Yeah. Check that out. Okay. We're going to move into category 5 out of 8, which is music and audio. Can you guys type in the chat? Is anyone here live into creating music, singing, musician at all? Because if so, I'll go into more depth with this one. If not, I might just be quick with it. But basically, this is one that you can sell as a freelancer, is creating any sort of audio clip. Whether you're singing, creating a jingle for a commercial, writing a song from scratch, or mixing music, you can sell that. A unique one I found, meditation music. So putting calm music with your voice and a guided meditation to it. Like, how fun does that sound? And you can also do voiceovers. So if you're someone who, like, I've never been told this, but if you've ever been told you have a really nice voice, like a very like either calming voice or, you know, like a radio voice, then you could definitely do voiceovers. All you'd want to do is like invest in a nice little mic like this for under $100 and go into your closet and you can record voiceovers. I have done it for fitness videos. For example, I'll show you in a sec, but these people will do voiceovers for specific niches, whether it's healthcare and medical related, or this one makes meditation music voiceovers. I did some for some workout videos. So they sent me like a clip of someone exercising, and then I had to do the voiceover in English. This was like a German company. And they said, can you do a voiceover in English explaining how to do the workouts? And I was like, sure. So I made a good amount from that. But yeah, those are all things that you can sell. I have some friends that are musicians and go out and play live gigs and stuff all the time. So, you know, people like that could definitely sit down and write a custom jingle or a custom podcast intro. You know, like how when you start a podcast and it has like 5 or 10-second clip of a song. Well, you can't use copyrighted songs unless you have a ton of money. So people will pay for like these custom little intro songs for their podcasts and stuff these days. So there's a lot you can do with it. Bianca, reading children's books out loud. Yes, you could absolutely do that. I think that's genius because so many parents would probably rather hit play than read. Or maybe there's some YouTubers, some people with YouTubes out there who would love to buy that sort of thing. I'm sure people would do like read-alongs on their YouTube channels. You could sell to those sort of people. But yeah, reading articles for ESL. Yeah, absolutely. Both are amazing ideas. Okay. So let's go ahead and move into category 6. This one, I really don't know much about all of this, but you know, that's why I don't sell any of this. But if you're someone who's very good on the tech side of things and programming, like you could make a website while you're sleeping, you could make an app, you can do all the coding behind the scenes stuff, then absolutely you can sell that. And not many people know how to do that stuff. So you could sell it at a premium price. This also includes any sort of like customer or tech support if you're good at managing that sort of stuff. But yeah, essentially this is another option. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't really know how to do all of that. I've made a website, but that's about it. So the people that do know how to do the tech side of things can definitely sell the website creation that's niche down into fitness for gyms. My sister, she makes websites for restaurants. So that would be the perfect like niche and service to sell. You could also create Shopify stores if you're someone who's done that before. Like the options are endless. Okay. Hopefully you guys are feeling good. Okay, let me check time. We're doing good on time. Great. We have 2 categories left. The 7th category is business. This is a category anyone can do, okay? Anyone can be a virtual assistant. Guess what? It's because you'll just get on the job training specifically to whatever your boss wants you to do. A virtual assistant is someone who does like smaller tasks virtually, so only online, never in person. And it's typically totally custom to whatever that company or person needs from you. I actually have a virtual assistant. I hired her. She does the smaller tasks that I don't care to do myself. I don't want to, and I don't need to because I freelance now. I'd rather use my free time to go do some fun stuff than to sit there and make emails and make Pinterest posts and create graphics for my blog posts. Like she does all those little tasks and I just pay her to do that so that I can go have more fun, you know? And the thing is, I trained her exactly how I want her to do all of those things. So she didn't have to know certain things or have specific skills in anything. It's very easy, small tasks that anyone can do. So if you're someone who's like, you know, I want to freelance, but none of this sounds right for me. We'll start with virtual assistant work then. Maybe you find someone who has a small business and it's something that interests you somewhat, and you can start being an assistant for them, working just 5-10 hours a week if you want, whatever you and they discuss is like the right amounts. But you can be an assistant, or a step up from virtual assistant is OBM, online business manager is what that stands for. That's someone who is a little bit more skilled and does a little bit more projects and overseeing than just the virtual assistant. They're managing a little bit more of your business for you. So that's also an option, in addition to just helping with overall management of any projects or events that people need help with. Okay, so all of these things are options. And once again, choose it and then niche down in some way. Like this example, this girl is like, I'll be your business assistant for your fitness business. Or this girl on the right's like, I'll be your social media manager for fitness businesses. Okay, just examples. All right, and our last and 8th category is the lifestyle category. This one is for anyone who like just wants to like teach and share what they love, whether it's your education, your experience, your passion, your hobby, just teaching and sharing it in any way, whether that be as a mentor, whether that be as a teacher and tutor, whether that be acting it out to teach it, or perhaps coaching on that topic, life coaching, wellness coaching. Perhaps you are a dancer and you want to do dance lessons. It could be done virtually. It could be done as a video, pre-recorded. Perhaps you want to teach cooking. All of these things you can do as a freelancer. Absolutely. Examples to niche those down. This person is a personal trainer and he sells his personal training customization on Fiverr. And the person on the right sells meal plans and nutrition advice, nutrition coaching on Fiverr. Okay. So, we have gone through a lot of ideas. I want you guys to get creative though. You know, I am a huge believer that all of us, most people on this planet are multi-passionate beings. We are people that have many different passions. So why do we keep feeling like we have to box ourselves in to one career or one passion to pursue for our entire life? I really feel like we need to branch out more and get creative and really pursue the things that light us up, that bring us joy, that get us buzzed and excited. Because when we do work that we love, it doesn't feel like work. I wake up every morning excited. I don't dread rolling out of bed, just excited to do something that's fun, and it never feels like work to me anymore. So I want you guys to get creative, and not only as you start to write out your list of things that you could sell, not only think about those 8 categories, but think about how you can niche them down based on your passions and also what's in demand. Your passions are the things that you love or the hobbies that you have, and then what's in demand. What sort of things do people really need right now? What are people buying? What do businesses desperately need help with, right? Like I said, a lot of them right now, it's the videos, the user content, and the writing, and the smaller tasks helping with social media, because that every business now doesn't exist unless they have social media, but so many people are scared of social media, feel like they don't know what they're doing. So they want help with all of those things in demand. Okay. So let's get creative. I'd love for all of you guys that are here live or watching later, pull out that pen and paper. And as I share the next few slides, just start jotting down some things that you could sell. Jot it down, make a list of like 10, 15, 20 ideas. Okay. Okay. You're welcome, Bianca. Thank you. And as I share some ideas here, start working on your list, okay? All right, so I just wanted to kind of share examples of how you can combine like your education with your passions. So let's say that someone is like a personal trainer, and that's what they went to school for, they studied it, but they also have a passion for making like handmade cards. Like, how fun is that? So why not sell both of those things? Like, I don't think the two really go together, but you could sell both of those things, making like personal training, coaching as a freelancer, anything related to that, and then sell making cards. And why not make like custom cards for other personal trainers or fitness companies to send out to their clients? Like, that kind of meshes together a little bit, you know? Another example, the second one on this list, what if you're someone like me who's like a physical therapist, but you love interior design, you love HGTV and Fixer Upper and Joanna Gaines, and you just love getting to put together a room and bring that room to life? Well, go ahead and sell physical therapy related things like writing, videos, photos, whatever. And then why don't you also sell some interior design sort of things, like whether it's a consult or drawing out like the draft of what a room can look like, or shopping for the things online and like putting up like a mock-up of what the room could look like for people. you know? So don't feel like as a freelancer, you have to be specialized in just one niche. Okay. Feel free to make services that are unrelated and just put a couple of various things out there. Another example I have, if say that you're a dentist or a dental hygienist and you also love creative writing, you love journaling, you love poetry, you love just sitting down and jotting things down. Well, maybe you make some dental hygiene related videos, tutorials, ebooks, and then maybe also use that creative writing passion to write like blog posts or ebooks related to health or dental hygiene or whatever. Okay. And then finally, the bottom example, I have a lot of friends who are stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, and they just love being parents, right? But want to start freelancing. And maybe there's someone who's passionate about organizing. They love keeping the house tidy, having labels on everything. Well, why not sell both of those things? Sell things related to parenting, like parenting blogs or unboxing videos of kids stuff. And then why not also do some sort of managing thing on Fiverr? Sell as a virtual assistant or a business manager since you're so organized and love like keeping things tidy. So those are just ways to get creative. As you guys jot out your own list, I wanted to share some random ideas too. Like people sell drawing cartoon portraits like this. People sell doing a love spell. Like really, the options are endless. The sky is the limit. Literally, you can sell whatever you want on there. Okay. This person has sold over 1,100 orders casting a love spell, you guys. But they're selling it so well because they're passionate about it. Like they really believe in that stuff. And other people do. And they're attracted to that gig because it's so unique and specialized. And you can tell that that buyer or that freelancer is like really into it probably, right? So pursue whatever you're passionate about, whatever brings you joy, whatever niche you want to get started with. And keep in mind that you are not boxed into that one niche or that one category or that one gig forever. You can change it at any time. On a website like Fiverr, you can create a new gig any day of the week. You can change it, go in and edit it any day. So if you outgrow a passion, you can stop selling it. If you develop a new passion, you can create a new gig based on that new passion. For example, I, for the longest time, only sold fitness and exercise related gigs. But then I got my dog and I was like, I'm a huge dog person now. I have things coming from Amazon every day, all these dog products. Why don't I start selling videos with my dog where him and I sit in the video together? We do unboxings with dog products. We get I've got thousands of dollars worth of free dog products sitting in this house now. And we get to try things out together and film it on camera. And these people use these videos on their Amazon listings. So I expanded my passions and I added new gigs as I evolved as a person over time. And you can do the same thing. So start with something now, take messy action now, get some listings out, but maybe in a few months you have a new idea. Or in a year, you have a new passion. Pursue that at any time because as a freelancer, you can be multi-passionate and you can evolve and change things over time. Another example, sharing like baby sort of photos, videos, unboxings. That is a great one to get into because guess what? Babies grow up. They don't stay babies forever. So these people that are selling baby stuff can only do that for like 2 years. And then their kids grown up and then it's like, they can't do that anymore, right? They have to take that gig down because they don't have a young baby unless they have a new baby. So if you are in that stage of life where it's like you have a young baby and you can start doing these like product unboxings and stuff, do it. Or if you're pregnant and you can help take videos and photos of like pregnancy products, do it because not many people can do it, right? Okay. So we are moving into our final stage and lesson, which is just taking action today. I didn't want to leave you guys today with just all these ideas and then leave you and say, okay, bye, good luck. I want to help you on that path of taking action to help you figure out how you can truly turn these ideas into money, right? So we have about 9 minutes left together. I want you now to pull out that list that you have and ask yourself, okay, of all of these ideas, what are like 3 things that you can start selling? And what specific actions can you take to start selling and start making money by the end of the week or next week, right? So here's how we can take action today, all of us, so we can get these listings up and start making money. And really, as you start to narrow it down to the 3 that you want to choose, really keep in mind, what are you passionate about? Because the last thing I want you to do is sell something just because you feel like you're good at it and you should sell it. That's not going to turn into much profit because it's going to really show in your work that you don't really care about it and you don't enjoy it. Okay. So make sure it's something you are truly passionate about. And then I want you to start to keep that list going. Even after our call today, have a list of your education and experience, and then have a list of those passions and hobbies and how you can niche down and start to connect the dots. How could you maybe mesh some of them a little bit to combine some of them, So this is just me personally, my example, to give you an idea. I was like, okay, well, how can I combine some of these things? Well, first off, I love modeling. I've loved being on camera. Since I was a young girl, I loved being the one like posing and like acting like a model. I've never had modeling classes or a coach. I'm self-taught, but I enjoy it. And so I combined that with my health and fitness and physical therapy. And I'm like, all right, I'll start modeling for that sort of stuff as a freelancer. And then I fell in love with dog stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll start modeling with my dog, you know? So how can you combine and mesh some of these things together and package together 3 really beautiful, attractive gigs that you can sell that stand out from others, that really niche you down and make you like really like an expert in that specialty, but are also like attractive, like, whoa, that sounds cool. I want to click on that, because that's what you need if people are going to click on your gig and buy it. Okay. All right, so here are your final action steps for today. Finish that list, narrow it down to at least 3, and then I want all of you to go get the free roadmap that I have for you. I'm going to, please don't mess up my slides while I do this. I'm typing out the link for you guys. Here's where you can go get the free roadmap if you don't already have it. There it is. And this is going to be step-by-step, 12 steps to go from not having a Fiverr gig at all to building out all of your gigs in your Fiverr account so you can start making money, okay? So please, please, please download the roadmap, watch the video that goes along with it, get everything set up. And then if you set everything up and in a week or 2, you hear crickets and there's no sales, no one's messaging you, and you're feeling disappointed, just know that I'm here to support you if you want it. I am here offering my help to join the Freelancer Academy. It starts February 1st. So as long as you join by February 1st, I'm happy to help. And if you don't need help and it just takes off and you get some sales, then that's amazing. And I'm so grateful for you and happy that you get to start making extra money like that. So either way, see how it goes. I would like to share with you a little bit about the Freelancer Academy. And for those of you who stay for the next few minutes, I do have a giveaway at the end for you. Okay. All right. Slides. Come on. Here we go. The Freelancer Academy. It's first round. It starts February 1st. And it's essentially, this is for men and women and anyone who wants to turn their passions into paid gigs and make that extra money online from the comfort of their own home. Now, this is for people who don't necessarily like want to make this their full-time thing. This is like a side hustle. It's a good idea to start it as a side hustle at first. And this is for people who want to learn the strategy, who feel like they can put up the listings, but then people aren't clicking on it, people aren't buying. I'm going to teach you guys the strategy that I have learned and really found to work the past 5 years as a freelancer. And I'm also going to give you guys support on a daily basis. We have going to have a private like Slack channel. That's where you can ask questions literally any day or Monday through Friday, anytime. And I will be there to support you and help you build your freelancing business from the ground up. Okay. So the Freelancer Academy is really for people who want to have a little bit more financial safety and who maybe want to reduce their financial stress so it doesn't affect their marriage and their relationships as much, having to worry about money all the time. It's for people who want to maybe go on more adventures and travel more and have more money to do those fun things. People who would just want to feel more successful and feel like they have more purpose in life, doing something, a job that they love, or really anyone who just likes to like teach and share what they know, you know? So the Freelancer Academy is coming and starts February 1st. It's technically a 10-week course and group mentorship. And it is basically 10 weeks of like every week you get like a new module of the course. And then every week we have an hour-long call where we can get that Zoom time together and you can ask questions on the calls. So that's what it will entail. It includes that 10-week course. It also includes 10 weeks of the group mentorship. I also in the course have tons of these like resources, like free templates to use to make your graphics for your Fiverr, workbooks to go through, checklists of what to do when you get an order to finish, checklists to make sure that you're getting good reviews and getting tips more, like everything you could possibly need to get your freelancing business started and to scale it. I include in this course. It's crazy. I've been creating it for 2 years for you guys now, and it's incredible how much information is packed into there. And then on top of that, you're going to get that community support because there's going to be so many questions that come up along the way. You're going to be confused and lost. I've been there. I wish I had a mentor when I started because I would have made 5 times as much my first year if I did. So that's what the course includes. And if you enroll this week, I'm also going to give you 2 bonus weeks of membership afterwards. So you'll get to have membership total for 12 weeks. So it's basically like 3 months together. So that by, let's see, February, March, April. So by May, you should be bringing in some good money. And by 2024, you should be like feeling like this is really taking off. Okay. All right. I also wanted to gift you guys with another free course. So this is for people who want to create videos. If you have any desire to make videos, as I said, it's really booming right now, but I know a lot of people maybe don't feel confident on camera or don't really know how to film using their iPhone well, or don't know how to edit videos. All of that is taught in the Confident Video Creator, and it's normally $500, but I'm including it for free for anyone who joins the Freelancer Academy. The Freelancer Academy is currently $1,999, and the price is going to go up at the end of the month before we start February 1st. But I wanted to gift you guys with a coupon today for $500 off. So if you join by mid-January, you can use this coupon code and get it for under $1,500. And here's the thing, you guys. Remember, I made $10,000 freelancing in my very first year with zero strategy, no mentor, no clue what I was doing. So this is a big investment. But here's the thing, when you make an investment in yourself like this, you're going to be much more committed to it. There's going to be a little more pressure behind you, like, all right, I really got to work on this. I really got to get this gig created. Whereas if it was $10, you probably would never watch the course. You would never do it because it's not that enough value to you. I have spent thousands and thousands on mentors and masterminds myself. And when I invest a big chunk of change into it, I am more personally invested in it and I get the work done. It keeps me accountable, right? So I know this is a big investment, but I also am confident in saying that when we go through this together after 3 months, you're going to be making way more than that. It's going to get paid off so quickly, and then you're just going to be making profits from there so much quicker. One of my friends, her name's Sarah, and she's amazing. She came to me and she had her Fiverr listings up for several months and never made any sales. I sent her the course and she implemented the things that I taught. The very next day, after making changes to her Fiverr gigs, she got her very first sale, all because of the strategy that I taught in the course and the tips that I sent her. I sent her a little video like, I need you to change this, 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 and this. Do it and then get back to me. And she made a sale the very next day. So I'm confident that the strategy that I teach and the support I provide is going to help everyone who joins make good money. Absolutely super confident in that. So thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for taking action and being here live or on the replay. Thank you for interacting in the chats. If you are ready to keep taking action, then I encourage you to follow through with your list, to follow through with that Fiverr roadmap and get things listed this week, if not next week, so that eventually you can feel more at ease, less stressed, have less debt, feel more independent, more freedom in your life, and really enjoy the work you do as a freelancer. Thank you, Michelle. So if you're ready to become a freelancer and you're ready to join the Freelancer Academy, here's the link to join. Don't forget to use that coupon code. Once again, I'll put it in the chat. Now, I do want to answer any questions that you guys have about the Freelancer Academy or just about freelancing in general. Feel free to start shooting questions in the chat if you have any questions at all, please. I know it's been an hour, so if you guys have to go, I totally get it as well. Any questions, shoot them there. I also, if you guys, yes, you guys are still here. I would love to gift one of you with a free 30-minute call with me, just a freelancing consult, basically where we can brainstorm your ideas more and you can just get a consult on maybe like which services you should list exactly. I would love to gift one of you, okay? So I have put all three of you in the cups that are still here, okay? Hang on a sec. And I'd love to gift you with a 30-minute call. It's going to be for Vina. So congratulations. Vina, I will shoot you an email after this. You can schedule that if you would like, okay? And yeah, any questions, you guys? You're very welcome. Thanks for being here, Michelle, Vina, Dee, thank you. You're welcome. Any questions? Any questions? I really appreciate you guys being here. I've done workshops for years now, and it's like sometimes you can get 20, 30 people signed up, and then only a few people make it live, you know, especially during the workday like this. I think most people just watch the replays these days, you know, but I super appreciate you guys being here live. And I'm glad we didn't have too many disruptions from my dog. He was just running around being noisy. Okay. All right. If you think of any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Steph Dorworth, or you can shoot me an email. Otherwise, I hope you guys will consider the Freelancer Academy. Thanks for joining me, and you guys have a wonderful day.